No theme song this week.
No theme song. We've had some technical
No, it's nothing to do with technical difficulties. It is out of respect for our fallen soldier.
It's been a long time.
That is what I was going to play.
Without you, my friend.
There's like a buzzing noise. I don't know what that buzzing noise is.
About it when I see you again.
Yeah, this is just as good as playing the real thing. Well, not this week, but last week we lost a good one. One of the best. We lost the Holden Vectra.
The boat.
The boat, as she was colloquially known. She has gone to car heaven.
Is that what they call the Wreckers and Crammen?
Yep. So we'd just like to pay our respects to all affected by this tragedy. And in doing so, we're going to crack open some Haribo Giant Straubs Gone Mini.
Giant Straubs Gone Mini.
So they're just strawberries at that point, I think. I
can't open it.
Treat size. If you just tear it on the corner, it actually opens quite easily.
Oh, where it says tear.
Well, let's try it out. Taste test. Oh, that's not what I expected at all.
It has been in a box for a month.
Okay.
The story is they were, that package I had that was sent to Perth and then back?
Yep.
They were part of this. It was within that packaging. This wasn't what I ordered. It just happened to come with. So I ordered 2 mystery soccer shirts from a place. I'm not going to give them any credit because I was kind of disappointed with one of the shirts.
Right. And also they took forever to get here.
Yeah, I think that's more DHL and Ozpost's fault. But anyway, so I ordered it on the 2nd of January.
Yep.
I expected some delay shipping because of the holiday seasons, whatnot.
Obviously.
I got the notification that it shipped out on the 9th of January. Mm. We're recording on the 9th of February.
Mm.
It is on the DHL website. It says 2 to 7 days express international shipping. I thought that's bold. It
was bold.
It ends up leaving Germany, Europe, on the 12th, I believe, of January. Arrives in Australia about 10 days later, I think it was. Maybe 21st, 22nd, around then. From there, it goes from Sydney to Melbourne. We live near Melbourne, by the way. Close enough to Melbourne that I could say I live in Melbourne.
Yep.
And then for some fucking reason, Ozpost decides to send it to fucking Perth and back, which takes a week to get to Perth and a week back for some reason. So I get them I get home from work. They're not here, but I know that I'm supposed to get them today. And then just as Keris is leaving for work, the package is on the doorstep. Okay, cool. One of the shirts was quite a nice one. Atlanta, it's an Italian soccer team. They're 5th in Italy right now.
That's actually the Hawks. Sorry.
Anyway, it's a nice blue and black vertical stripe kit.
Okay.
Quite a nice one. The other one, Indian national team, seems like it was made in a sweatshop. It's fucking shocking quality.
Really?
They say they only send out authentic kits, and I think they're correct.
You don't believe it, though?
No, I believe it. I just think that the Indian authentic kit is shithouse.
They're authentically shit.
Yeah.
Got it. Fair enough. Update on the Giant Straubs Gone Mini. Average.
They've been
really mid.
Sitting in a box for...
I don't know if that's the problem.
Wow.
They're weird. But maybe that is the problem, because I expected them to just have the same texture as like a gummy bear, and they don't have that.
Bit hard.
That's what I'm thinking. Bit too chewy. Yeah, mid. Also forgot to mention, if you are not a listener, I keep doing that. If you are not a listener of a tall order with Liam and Freddie and Liam, whatever it's called. I don't fucking remember which one it is that's first. You've actually, if you're not a listener of them, you've actually already missed the first part of this podcast. It's like a Patreon bonus, except you don't have to pay for it. You just have to listen to a whole other podcast. But we actually started the episode on there, so you missed the start of the episode already.
Yeah, I just walked in and all of a sudden, I put my laptop down and all of a sudden I'm on a podcast. I don't know what the fuck happened.
It happens quite often.
Yeah.
Well, because what happened is, right, so right now, time check, 4 o'clock on the dot, right? Freddie got here at, I want to say 1:30, right? And Liam was stressing that they weren't going to have enough time to record a podcast before the cricket started. The cricket started at 3. That's an hour and a half. None of their episodes have gone past an hour. So I think you got plenty of time. I went upstairs, left them to it. They probably started at, around about 2. I'm upstairs. I can hear them talking, whatever. So I just thought, they're still going. Must be a long episode. I ended up coming down about 10 past 3, and they paused it at about 2:30 to put bets on the cricket and then start watching the cricket. And then they resumed it an hour later, which is why they were still recording when you got here.
Interesting tactic.
Very interesting tactic. I think they watched the first 2 overs and went, probably not worth our time.
Yeah, Australia got fucking rolled twice.
Like I came down and I looked at the score and I was like, that's not 2 wickets? And they were like, yeah, it is. I was like, oh.
Jinkies.
Okay. So yeah, that wasn't ideal, but they finished. They fucked off. Thank God for that. No guest appearances from them on our podcast. We don't have guests.
Strategically waited until they left before I hit play.
Strategic. We've learned our lesson. No guests, except that the best episode is the one with Karis.
Yeah.
So maybe we should have guests.
But like we were in her house, so it's not really guest. It's more like
take some credit. It's not her house. It's your landlord's house.
Oh yeah,
technically.
I don't know their name. It's probably not Hamraz Youssef though.
Hamraz is the property manager. Don't out the last name too.
You did it last time.
Did I actually?
Yeah, you did it.
Okay, I knew I said her first name, but
well, I wouldn't have known her fucking last time otherwise.
I don't know who Hamraz is. What? Who is that? Yeah. That's it for me. That's all I've got. I have more points, but that's it. That's all I've got.
I have a point. Did you guys get in trouble because of the rubbish? Or was that another neighbour?
The rubbish?
I don't know, there's a sign out there.
Well, we don't know, because we got one in our mail, like in our letterbox, saying, all this shit about our rubbish that was getting put in the wrong bins and whatever. And they were worried, like as in Liam and Callum and stuff were worried that it was us. But I was like, I'm sure it's not directly aimed at us.
I'm pretty sure you guys don't take the bins out. Good for you.
And then a day later, that one went up on the bins itself. So I assume it's everyone. Our bin situation is kind of fucked.
Do you share bins?
No, we're supposed to have our own. But that doesn't happen. So obviously being 4 fucking guys in their 20s, we have a lot of food waste because we eat a lot.
Yeah.
So our bin fills up pretty quickly, but for some reason it's reversed to what I'm used to. Normally I love that we decided to talk about bins. Normally it would be recycling is every 2 weeks because it's a bigger bin, and your general waste would be once a week because it's a smaller bin. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Ours is the other way round. Our recycling is once a week and our general waste is every 2, which I hate because we have a lot of general waste. We fill up that bin probably within 4 or 5 days. And then other people will put their rubbish in our bins if theirs are full. So it just becomes a nightmare. We don't have any bin space. And I know it's not ours because it'll be like nappies and shit. And unless Liam is, losing control of his bowels,
incontinent,
then it's definitely not us. So
yeah,
that kind of sucks. But oh well. Bin talk. That's our thing.
Done.
Bin talk. Knocked off. What's next?
Domino's. Full good day. $1 from... I'm not fucking buying Domino's to help charity. I'm buying Domino's to help my stomach.
What else we got?
LeBron. Shall we talk about basketball for a bit?
Is it too early to talk about basketball? Do we really want to turn everyone off straight away? The other options I have are not much better.
I mean, I've got American Express and then 3 basketball-related things.
Okay, I was going to say I'm transphobic.
Let's go with your one first, because that seems like there's a lot to unpack there.
There's not really. So I bought Hogwarts Legacy yesterday.
Wow.
So I'm transphobic.
Hey, I found the thing.
No, that's not the one. That's the iPhone one.
Oh,
I need the iPad one. Thank you, though. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, no one clipped me saying I'm transphobic and use it for
Already have.
malicious purposes. Anyway, so purchased Hogwarts Legacy. I wasn't sure about it because I haven't really cared about Harry Potter for... I don't know. I used to like it when I was, I'd say kid and like early teenager. I think the last time I watched it, I would have been like 14, 15-ish. I definitely saw the last one in theaters, and then I think I watched them again a couple of years later. So yeah, about then. Like, obviously, very well-known good movies. And obviously, J.K. Rowling is a piece of shit. Which I learnt is not a she said some shitty things and then dipped. It's a she continues to say those shitty things on Twitter regularly every day.
it's like the OJ turf.
Disgusting. So, yes, I was like... at no point was I like, I'm not buying this game because I don't want to support J.K. Rowling. At the end of the day, that bitch is going to make money no matter what.
My $80 in hop isn't.
It's not giving her that much money. If anything, I'm just more so supporting the developers and whatever. But I also was just like, I'm not going to buy a game I don't care about. So I watched enough videos of it. People compared it to... They said the best comparison is to games like Arkham Knight and Mad Max. And I think the other one they said was Just Cause, which was made by the same people. And as soon as they said those three games, I was like, well, they're all games that I've spent like
A fair bit of time on.
30, 40 plus hours on. So I was like, I'll give it a shot. I think at this point, I'm probably about 4 or 5 hours in. It's good. It's not bad. That's my hot take.
That's huge. I can't believe you said that.
The
That is
story,
so invigorating.
I know. The story so far is pretty mid. Nothing exciting. But the gameplay is fun. I know the thing that everyone really wanted was like going to classes and, all that shit like in the movies. I actually find that to be sort of the most boring and uninteresting part of it.
Yeah.
Because you're just going to them to pass time until the actual story progresses. And
Do you just have to sit there until,
what do you mean?
like in the game, like do you just
In the
actually,
classes?
like you generally have to sit in the class, or does
Oh,
it?
look, the classes take maybe 10 minutes each. And the whole point of them is that every one you go to, you'll learn like a new spell or a new ability or something that's
okay.
going to, like, it does progress you.
Yeah.
But it's their way of like unlocking stuff is generally always through the classes,
Yeah.
which is fine. And it's good that they don't take a long time.
Yeah.
But I find it to be like the most uninteresting part of it because you just go in, the teacher will be like, today we're learning about fucking
Frogs.
transfiguration, and then you do it and you learn it, and then it's like, cool, that's it. Like
That's how you do it, and
unlock
like you go and do the other stuff.
yeah, like it's a good way to unlock stuff, but I also just think of all the things in the game so far, it's the least interesting. Like there was a pretty cool boss fight because at one point you go to like Hogsmeade where all the shops are.
Yeah.
I'm not going to spoil anything, I guess, but
You find Voldemort.
no, yeah, I wish. No,
You become Voldemort.
that does remind me of one thing I'm going to say about it though. But there's a bit where you go to Hogsmeade, you get all the stuff you need, like wand and all that shit. And then these two like giant trolls attack the village, and you have to kill one of the trolls. That was a fun boss fight. It's stuff like that that's been the most enjoyable so far. The walking around talking to some fucking little nerd who's like, I can't wait to get to charms class. Shut up.
Do you start off in first year or?
Fifth, actually. So the story is you are a fifth year that's joining Hogwarts late. So you still do the sorting hat and whatever.
Yeah.
But it kind of does all that, like, speeds through it. It's like they're still
That's
doing
kind of
it,
good then,
but
like,
they get past all that pretty quickly.
because you'd be not basically. Do you like transfer schools or something? Is that what happens, or like
It's like you just weren't
a
out
wizard?
of school before. Like, you're obviously a wizard, but you weren't out of school. So you get transferred, and then the whole point is like, we're going to teach you stuff, but you'll catch up to speed. So that you learn some stuff outside of the classes. It's fun.
Yeah.
But the whole point is like you discover that you can like see and use this ancient magic that only like 3 wizards have ever been able to use. So far, not much has come of that, but it's just like a story thing.
Yeah.
Yes, the thing I was going to say, right, is that because I keep thinking it's set like 200 years before Harry Potter. So there's so far, no characters that are like from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
There's one of the teachers, which is basically McGonagall's role in the movies.
Yeah.
She is a Weasley, like it's like Professor Weasley.
Yeah, yeah.
And she has a nephew who's also like his name's fucking Lance or something. I don't know, Lance Weasley. Like it means nothing. It's just like, oh, cool. Like, you know, and they don't like ham it up. They're not like, oh, I'm a Weasley. Like they just kind of like say their name and
yeah,
you go, oh, cool. But you know, I expect at some point, because it's a licensed game, there's probably going to be some form of a Glup Shido moment.
Yeah.
But there is one Glup Shido that
The name's Dumbledore.
fucking hate.
Albus
It's not
Dumbledore.
Dumbledore, but it. So apparently, it's a character in the books. His name's like Peeves or something. It's like fucking. I don't even. I'm gonna look up his name.
I haven't read the book since I was like 10, so.
Let's have a look. Peeves, not Preeves. Peeves. He's only in the books. He wasn't in the movies, and apparently the Harry Potter fan base really wanted him in the movie. But anyway, he is the worst Glup Shido I've ever seen. He's fucking annoying, and he keeps popping up, and I want him to fuck off. So he's only been in games and the books, but let's find a picture of what he looks like. So the guy on the right, that is what he looks like in the game, and he's like one of the ghosts.
What the fuck is
and
that?
he will just pop up out of nowhere, and the way he fucking talks, like he talks like I don't even know how to describe it. He'll like pop out of a wall and he'll be like, "What are you doing in the restricted section?" And I want to fucking hit him, and I genuinely looked through the settings to see if there was a way to turn him off because he's not part of the story so far. He just keeps popping up.
He's just a ghost that wears fucking red pants, a purple undercoat, and a yellow jacket with a big red bow tie.
And he just keeps
ugly
popping up
blue
and
top
making
hat.
stupid fucking comments all the time. And he has no significance so far. Maybe he will, but fucking doubt it. And he just keeps popping up. And I'm like, he needs to go away.
Yeah, no.
He's
not
like a
ideal.
purposely annoying character for no reason. Just leave him out. I don't care if Harry Potter fans want their fucking Peeves, the ghost, in the game. I don't want it. That's my hot take.
Yeah, no, that's annoying. He just looks ugly as well.
And it's one of those things, I wish I could turn it off, but I can't.
That is annoying.
He just does that. And you'll just be walking through the halls and he'll appear and it's like, oh, fuck's sake, this again.
dickhead.
But look, other than that, so far, it's fun. I don't mind it. If you hate minorities, this is the game for you. This is the game for you. There's a couple of things in it. Like, I don't know if you've seen the clip of there's a trans bartender
In the game?
in the game, and the way the audio doesn't really, and this isn't a transphobic thing. The audio doesn't match up with the face, and I mean that as like you're watching it and it looks like some of the lip sync is off, which makes
that's
me
annoying.
think that maybe it wasn't originally a trans character, and
Maybe they've just...
because of the whole, obviously this has been going on for a while, the J.K. Rowling thing.
I mean,
but maybe they
decided...
decided,
Years, though.
yeah, maybe they decided halfway through, okay, let's at least have one trans character, and they've changed it. But either way, like, it's fine.
It's just a bit
Again,
like
it's not a-
visually unpleasing because you can see the difference between the talking and the sound.
Yeah, exactly. But no, so far it's good. I'm a Hufflepuff, just so you know.
Well, I didn't need it. I've already done the quiz
I'm a
thing.
Hufflepuff.
Do you like hook up your Pottermore, whatever the fuck that counts?
You can. I didn't, but you can. But because you do a sorting hat quiz, but you only answer like 2 or 3 questions, and then it'll give you one, but then you can just choose a house. I got Hufflepuff, which is what I was going to choose anyway, but it lets you either go with the house you get or just pick one, which is good because you don't want to fucking buy a game and then be forced into a house that you don't actually want to be in.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
pick the
sure
one
there's
you
going to be
want.
like young kids who are like, oh, I want to be
Yeah.
a Gryffindor because that's what Harry Potter was. Or like
And the other thing is,
older
like,
sadistic people who are like, I want to be a Slytherin.
because you're at this point and it's like 200 years before Harry Potter, Gryffindor and Slytherin aren't like enemies yet. They're kind of just
There's
like
other
coexisting.
houses, you know?
Yeah. So it doesn't feel as if like one house is like overpowering the rest,
Yeah.
like Gryffindor is in the movies. It's kind of just like, in fact, it's pretty insignificant which house you pick. I think it changes
It'll
which
just change the colour of your
companions you
tie.
get. Yeah, it changes your companions and like the color of your, like, there's certain items that you get. Like, I think all I've unlocked so far are like obviously the robes, but then like a scarf, and it's just called like house color scarf.
Yeah.
And whatever house you're in, it'll change to that color. Like that's all it is.
Yeah.
So it's not like it doesn't impact the story. It just changes which companions you get. But even in saying that, one of the companions that I have, and I don't know if he's for every house, but he's a Slytherin anyway. So like
Yeah.
it doesn't. Yeah, it's not as important as it might have been if it was an actual fucking like Harry Potter set,
Yeah.
you know, like Harry Potter era game. But no, it's all right. It's
Play
pretty
Quidditch?
fun. No, so that's an interesting thing about it is that one of the first things the headmaster, who's played by Simon Pegg, by the way,
Oh, cool.
one of the first things he
Done.
says
Sold. Give
after
me
the
the game
sorting, after the sorting hat ceremony is he's like, "Oh, by the way, Quidditch is cancelled for the year because of the incident or whatever." And it felt very much like
We couldn't figure out how to make it work in the game.
it's either that or it's them. My theory is if it doesn't happen at some point during the game, it'll be DLC.
Yeah, that would.
Like that's completely separate, and it's literally you just play Quidditch, and that's the DLC.
Yeah.
Which I'd be fine with.
Yeah,
I
mean,
mean, they have to add it.
it would count as a sport game, which would mean I'd fucking play nutty hours on it because I don't fucking
That's
know.
all I play.
Yeah, that's all
but
I do.
that's the other reason I got this game is because all I've been playing is sports games, and I can't get
Yeah,
into
no, I
anything
need
else.
to. I need to get a detour.
Like it's bad. I could not get into anything else. I've just been playing sports games, and they're good. They're fun.
Some
but
of them aren't good. I
some
started
of
playing
them
cricket 19 again, but
bad game. Mine are basically just 2K and F1. So disappointing, but it's fine.
yeah,
Um,
it is what it is, I guess.
Speaking of, I'm DJing a gig.
At the
That's a
F1
segue.
convention.
No, but I'm DJing at a pub across the road on F1 weekend
Nice.
So-
Like across the road from the Albert
from the
Park,
track.
or-
Yeah. It's Middle Park Hotel, which is like it's
Oh,
across
nice.
from the track.
That's pretty cool.
So that'll be cool. It's like 6 till 9, so it's like not fucking like
What time
club.
do they finish the race usually?
Well,
Our
that's qualifying day,
time. Oh, okay.
and it will be done by then. They usually do qualifying at about 3, I think. So that would be like after everything finishes. Everyone would come over to the pub. So that'll be fun. See how that goes.
That's good.
Yeah, self-plug some DJ gigs, I guess.
Self plug. Listen to Two Banes.
Cheeky Squire Frankston.
What's that?
Well, I'm playing one this Sunday, but
Oh.
the other one is 18th of March. But I just played there. Last weekend.
That's
good.
Saturday. Is that at Cheeky?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
See how we
They've
go.
actually got a bit of a dance floor, so it's kind of fun. Oh, and Tuesday the 21st at Nev's.
Of
so-
Feb.
That's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
week and a half-ish.
Nice.
Anyway,
So,
sorry, I didn't mean to talk about Hogwarts for so long.
how did you pay for the game?
Why are you asking me this?
Just want to know.
That's a personal question.
Was it cash or card or what?
I really don't know where this is
Just
going. In
understand
all
the
honesty, I
question.
afterpaid it
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
because it was my payday yesterday. So I afterpaid it and then paid it off straight away.
Okay. So you didn't feel the need to tell the cashier. I'm using American Express, by the way. Do you guys accept that? Every fucking person
This
who
is
I've
what you wanted
ever
to bring up?
interacted with, that uses American Express has to tell me that they've got a fucking American Express.
So this
fucking
is-
hate it so much.
If you've ever listened to A Tall Order by Freddie and Liam, they have a segment where they cancel something every week. Is this your
Yeah,
cancel?
I'm
of the
cancelling
week?
American Express,
Okay.
and I've been sitting on this for a few weeks now.
I can
I was
tell.
gonna talk about it. I had it in my list of our last podcast of the year.
Isn't it funny that these Pokemon cards are 6+?
Yeah. Anyway, so I thought I'm gonna shelve this one for this week because it's not compatible with the rest of the topics we're doing. For fuck's sakes, every single time somebody wants to pay with American Express, they have to mention it. You have worked as a cashier before at various jobs.
That I have.
Do you not recall every single person going, "Do you take American Express?"
Well, the thing is, we actually didn't for a while. Because that would have been 6 years ago in IGA, 5 years ago. And they actually didn't accept Amex at the time. So people would ask, and I'd be like, no, we don't, actually. Sorry. But that was a regular question. I don't really get that at Harvey Norman, but I also don't
Do
think
that anymore.
people just don't have Amex, maybe. I don't know.
It's not a
Taylor,
very-
chime in. You work on the cash desk. I don't.
It's not a very popular card.
It's not,
Like,
but
if
it's
it can't
really
type.
funny that everyone that has one feels the need to.
They have to just, or like they'll just say, "Are you paying?" I'll say,
Especially
"Are you
'cause they
paying
are
cash or card?" They
really
go, "Oh, just
accepted
American
everywhere now.
Express." Like I don't care if it's fucking Visa, Mastercard, like, you're pulling your wallet out
They're
of your
more
fucking
widely
asshole. I
accepted
don't care.
now. I don't feel like you have to specify.
Yeah,
like, do you take it? Like they pretty much are taken everywhere now.
It's
Like,
just
anyway,
so fucking annoying.
that is pretty annoying.
That's
I don't know what I'm going to cancel.
Larry Nash.
Shit. No. I mean, we could. No. Who am I canceling? I've already cancelled myself.
Canceling transphobia. It's
Yeah.
done. It's done
Yeah.
with. No more transphobia, guys.
I'm kind
Cut
of
it
sick
out.
of it. I'm
Cut it out.
I'm
It's
pretty
not
sick of it.
cool. It is very bad.
I'm pretty sick of transphobia, I think. Not to out him too much, but Liam got a message from a girl saying, also, for future reference, please don't use my full name when speaking to me. So I don't believe he said full, first name, last name. I think he just said her first name.
So,
in
like, say-
full, and she didn't
So
like
her
it.
name was like Jessica or something. He called her Jessica.
Yeah, and she
Instead-
tried to cancel it for it. So that was interesting.
That didn't. Okay.
Speaking of cancelled, you know what's not cancelled? And the reverse of cancelled because it.
Spit it
Now that
out.
you mention it, I was going to say The Last of Us because it got renewed for another season. And
yeah.
obviously it's out and we've been watching it, whatever. But now I realize that the segment on being cancelled segues a lot better into talking about Kyrie going to the Mavs. I have nothing to say on it except that. Okay. Except that
happened.
it happened.
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge if true. And he's
Insane.
playing
So
right
happy with
now.
it.
I'll pull up the scores
It's
right now.
finished. We won.
He was on like 20 points
He had
before.
24, 4, and 5.
Not
That's pretty
bad.
good.
Not
He had
bad.
4 threes. So 4 from 8. Reggie Bullock had 5 threes in the first
Whack.
8 minutes, and then hit another 3, and that was it. Didn't score the rest of the game. Josh Green started, which was fucking awesome.
Still no Luca.
Still no Luca, which was disappointing because obviously we want a Kyrie Luca combo. Because that backcourt is insane.
Yeah, that's a tough backcourt to deal with.
I'm very excited about that.
And it's
gonna be
pretty
fucking
big.
sick.
Like Kyrie's actually a lot better defensively than you'd think for a guy that's so good offensively.
Yeah.
Normally you see a guy like Kyrie, you just think, oh, he's probably a defensive liability or
Curry's good on defense, but he's not. You don't look at him as a defensive player
Yeah.
necessarily. That's a good, probably the best example of it.
I think Kyrie's really strong.
Yeah.
He's so much stronger than because he takes so many hits when he's going to the basket, and he can just fight through it or maneuver around it. But he's actually just sneaky strong.
Yeah, he's fucking. He played really well today. Just watching that, and I mean, again, once it's him and Luca, it'll be interesting. I think theoretically it should work. It's probably less worrying thinking about how they're going to play together on the court than it is worrying about what Kyrie's going to do off the court.
Yeah,
Like, 'cause
maybe
you think of them together, like people have been fucking putting them in 2K and whatever and like simming it. It's like, it works.
Luka's going to push for the return of Yugoslavia.
Yep, I reckon.
Kyrie's going to help him with that.
Yeah, I think at the moment, because the trade deadline's tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 7 a.m. our time, 3 p.m. US time.
I say we, not me personally. The Dallas Mavericks.
I don't think they're going to make any more moves.
Well, they're
Unless
eyeing off a big. So they're pretty much looking at either KP, which honestly, I hated KP when we had him. Kind of want him back. Now that we've got Kyrie, I like that 3 makes a lot of sense.
Christian Wood, maybe Tim Hardaway.
Porzingis not being the
KP.
second option. That's what I like. I liked it before. The problem is everyone expected Luke is the first, Porzingis is the second. And Porzingis was not a second option when he played for us. He was just like everyone else, he's a great third option.
Yeah, literally the problem with Dallas was they had
and I've said it a million times.
And then like 6 guys who could be a third option.
Exactly,
No
on any night. Like you don't know who you're going to get.
Hardaway Jr., I really like him. He can cook sometimes. He has a bit of a like...
But he's not consistently cooking.
If he can catch
the
ball, if he's got his hands to the ball, he's probably going to put it up.
Exactly.
But like, he can cook good for a third option, not a good second option.
Nah, exactly. So now we have that second option, so they can expand more on, looking to get a big that's going to work properly. Which, again, KP, if we get Rudy Gobert, I'm probably going to neck myself on
I wouldn't
air.
hate that, though.
No, I would.
He's
Sick of him.
low-key underrated in the dunker spot.
I don't care. I hate that man. I hate the way he plays. I don't like him as a person. He fucked
Why,
my
'cause
wife.
he's French? You don't like that he's French?
And that. I forgot that he was
you.
French, but I don't like the French. So that
For
probably
aesthetic
plays
reasons, of
into
course.
it. But yeah, that's it. Oh, and yeah, you wanted to mention LeBron as well.
Oh, yeah. So, LeBron, he overtook Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the highest scoring NBA player ever.
That he did.
It was quite a nice moment. It was 3:58 p.m. Melbourne time when it happened. I finished work at 4 o'clock, but I snuck out 3 minutes early.
That's good.
Pulled up my phone. I'm literally walking out of the store, and as it happens, fuck yes, I'm so happy I got to see it. And then
That's
I'm watching
awesome.
it. They had a nice little tribute from his family, like his daughter, his 2 sons, his wife. They all had like a thing to say, and then they go to that was happening through the break at quarter time, I think, at 3/4 time.
Yep.
And then there's a time a bit later on, they decided to put another tribute. I think it had Snoop Dogg, Magic Johnson, and then Drake. Snoop Dogg's pretty cool. Like, it's kind of funny. It's goofy, like Snoop Dogg, I guess.
Goofy Snoop Dogg shit.
And then Magic Johnson was just like a heartfelt, like, hooper to hooper sort of thing. Then Drake.
I saw a bit of it, and
Drake comes out holding a basketball and just bounces it. He's like, LeBron, great stuff, man. I thought since you're from Akon and all, I would come back to the city that you were made in. And he's obviously in front of like a green screen or something. And then the green screen falls down and he's like, oh, well, obviously I've been called out here. But I'm actually in the club in Miami. But the girls all want to say, yeah, congratulations. And they like pan back and there's like people down. It's just dumb. It was so cringe and I hated it. And it ruined the entire moment for me. Not really.
Classic Drake.
But no, it was actually like a bit emotional watching it happen. You could see it meant a lot to him.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a fucking, like, it hasn't been broken for 40 years.
And then he said, fuck.
Yeah, he did too.
He goes on the mic and then like had a little bit of speech and he's like, fuck, man. And then that was like the last thing he said. Fucking fine, LeBron, take away his fucking 38,000 points.
I reckon.
Back to 0.
Penalise his point number. Yeah, but yeah, again, hasn't happened in 40 years. So
Probably won't happen for another...
a while. Not 40.
Like,
because scoring's higher now than it has been.
Yeah, but like a guy like, I don't know, like Luka maybe, it'll take him like 17, 19
if
years
Luka's
of playing
got the
basketball.
longevity, he'll do it.
Like, it's going to take someone with insane longevity. LeBron still played like 150 less games than Kareem.
Yeah.
To do this. Like,
and he's still
that's
going.
How insane Kareem's longevity and how insane LeBron's is. I think they're the two leading all-time All-Star appearances.
Mm.
And I think Kareem only missed 1 year because he broke his hand in like the third game of the season.
I think it was Spawn who said it. He was like, it's not like obviously him breaking the record is crazy, but the crazier part is that like he's not even close to being finished.
Yeah, like he's got...
Like he has a bit left in him unless he fucking has a really serious injury soon.
Yeah.
That man is still he's 38.
I just really hope he doesn't end his... I hope he ends his career on his term. He deserves to be able to end it on his terms.
100%.
Like, not like...
How many seasons do you predict? I'm predicting after this.
After this, well, what his contract has got...
You reckon he'll play out the contract?
He'll play out the contract.
Maybe get a year extension or something
Well, his
to retire.
contract is... That's his contract. I mean, it's fucking like $45 million. 24, 25, $50 million player option for the 2024-25 season, which is not next season, the following season.
So 2 more. Yeah, I reckon I reckon 2 more.
There's a lot of things I'd do for $50 million, and play basketball is definitely one of them.
Yep.
I
reckon he'll do it. 2 more seasons.
And then he becomes an unrestricted free agent in the season that he turns 40 in.
That's insane.
I don't think he'll be getting $50 million from anyone or close to a max, but he'll still be like a good
but
player.
you also think about how much fucking money he must make.
Yeah.
For
He has enough money.
I mean like how much money he must bring in for the Lakers.
Oh, yeah. For the...
Think about how much the
Any
tickets were
team.
selling for this fucking game.
Yeah, there was tickets getting sold for up to 100,000 I saw, 75,000 and 100,000.
So it's like
Insane.
yeah, if he can sell tickets to and Lakers
Every
games
single
in
home
general
game is gonna
are
sell out.
so much more expensive.
Yeah.
Especially if people know it's a retirement season,
Yeah.
he's gonna fucking sell tickets like shitloads of tickets.
From experience, when I was in America, I was looking at buying tickets. I didn't end up going to any basketball games in LA, but the Clippers tickets were like $30. Lakers tickets were like 100 for the worst seats.
For the same thing.
The
Yeah,
back of
the same fucking arena.
the same
too.
arena, just like the last row or something.
Yeah.
Like just like get in the door sort of tickets.
Crazy.
It's nuts how
Pretty-
much more
pretty
expensive.
crazy.
And I think those games were against the Blazers, who were kind of good against the Clippers, like that season. And then
Lakers would have been against like the fucking Spurs.
I think
That's what I mean. Like
it was on. I can't remember exactly who it was, but it wasn't a good team. It wasn't a high-profile team.
Lakers tickets just fucking already they sell Lakers tickets for too much. But then if they've got LeBron, they're obviously going to
That's
sell
it.
more.
They're going to sell out every time.
So I reckon he just plays until I don't know.
Plays out
Like-
this contract, and then maybe he signs a vet minimum because he wants to play with Bronny.
Yeah, true.
I don't honestly, the way he's playing right now, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. I don't know how he could possibly stop.
No, he's averaging.
I don't know how he's feeling when he wakes up in the morning, because obviously, I feel sore after playing basketball or football, and LeBron's playing at a lot higher level, trying a
he's-
lot harder,
15 years older.
and he's a lot older. Yeah,
It's insane. I don't know how he does it. It's almost like he's an athlete.
I don't know.
Anyways, what do we got next?
I've only got one more thing, but that was just a goof thing.
No, I think that's it for me. So I'm gonna go. That's what I mean.
Okay,
That's
well,
it for me.
you can go. So just before we went to air, Josh Hart was traded from Portland. A couple of years ago, I don't know how long ago it was, but Josh Hart and Larry Nance got traded for each other, and they're good friends. So they just swapped houses. They both owned owned their own house. Josh Hart in New Orleans, Larry Nance in Portland. So they just swapped their houses.
They swapped.
They just swapped
That's
out.
so funny.
Yeah. But now Josh Hart's leaving, so the first thing Larry Nance does is tweet out, "Does anyone want to buy a house in Portland?" It's fucking hilarious.
It's
I love
actually
it.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. Good by him.
Sucks that he only found out during fucking warm.
Oh, that was
I
pretty
hate when that
rough.
happens.
Yeah. Have you seen the clip of the guy who was wearing like a specific jersey of a player? He's in the crowd, and then finally the guy gets traded, fucking rips it off. That's devastating, man.
Did you see Jalen Brunson's reaction though? He had his college basketball jersey retirement today, and they just finished the ceremony, and someone showed him, and he was like, "Holy shit!" And he was like so excited because Him and Josh Hart used to play together. So he was just keen that
Love that for
they're
him.
getting Josh Hart. So that was nice. All right. So we've got a
Fighting
Yeah,
energy.
I couldn't think. Teddy Ursa, mid. Energy Loto, mid. Oh, Luxray V, kind of cool.
Nice.
Kind of cool. Don't think I've seen that one. Gengar,
Nice.
fine.
I think we got a few of them.
Mirage Gate, don't know what that is.
Interesting.
Oh, another one. Hisuian Zoroark. Also a cool card as well.
Yeah, kind of cool card.
Yep, pretty cool. Machamp, mid art. Good Pokemon, mid art. And shiny Abomasnow.
Oh, nice.
Kind of cool.
Okay, well, I'm going to start off with the same one that you had, the Hisuian
Okay, so I'm not special. Got
Zoroark. You're not special. Dartrix, which is the fella that's evolved from Rowlet.
Yep.
Hisuian Lilligant, mid.
What did you call me?
Magneton.
Fine.
I've actually seen 2 posts on Twitter about people buying Magnemite plushes and getting a Magneton instead. And they're like, I'm not mad because like it's still like a Magneton. It's like the same thing, but like 3 of them. But like it's not what I ordered. Quite
That
funny.
was a really boring.
Quite funny that's happened twice though.
That was a boring story and a boring tweet. But
Azalf.
yeah, sure.
Another Dartrix in the same pack. Fucking
That's,
rigged.
yeah.
Bullshit. Fighting energy.
Another fighting energy.
Origin form Palkia.
I've got one of those in my wallet.
And then a Flapple. Shiny Flapple. Really shocking stats, but it's a
Oh,
nice
cool card.
card.
Shit stats. Cool card. Anyways,
So you while we're here, Nathan's got his fucking feet out. So
they've been out the whole time.
yeah, no, but now you're showing them to everyone, which is me.
Everyone, one person.
Cat.
Oh yeah, Cat. I was
Yeah.
right about Cat.
So the other day, Kara sees this post on Facebook. Someone is saying, look, it's like an adoption rescue cat rescue thing. And they're like, so these cats are going to be put down if nobody can foster them. Or no one can like adopt them or whatever. And then they're like, we just need help fostering until we find someone to adopt them. Because like we are rescuing them from a pound that is going to kill them tomorrow. So they go and Karis is like, I'll message him. She messages him, fills out the form and everything, and then she asks me, how would you feel about this? And I'm like, oh, it's cool, good idea. And she's like, yeah, because I've already done it. I've already signed up. Like, oh, cool.
Love
So we got a little fella who is now in our care. He's about 8 or 9 months old. He hasn't been desexed, so he's still got his balls.
Fuck yeah.
But he hasn't
It's got nuts.
sprayed or anything yet. Like he's still, but he's a very fluffy little thing, little orange thing. Think Gritty, the mascot for the Philadelphia Flyers. If anyone knows what that looks like, that's what I'm calling him. Karis is still she started calling him Gritty as well, but she keeps saying we got to find a better name for him. You know, and I'm like, yeah,
No, I don't think we do.
Gritty.
It's Gritty.
He hasn't responded to Gritty yet, but he's getting there. Custard and Bailey weren't happy at first. Custard's coming around. Bailey.
The poor person that adopts him. And they're like, oh, does he respond to a name? Yeah. Just
Gritty?
Make it rhyme with Gritty. Schmitty.
Oh. Anyway, so yeah, he's. If anyone wants to adopt a cat, he's very cute.
Don't say that, because you know I do, but I just can't.
Yeah. I think. I mean, if you want to adopt him, maybe just wait until because the place is paying for his vet bills, and I think they're going to desex him. So if you do want to adopt it, maybe just wait until
Wait till it's been desexed.
wait until the place have paid for him to desex him, so you don't have to do it.
Sounds pretty good.
But he's going to the vet this week sometime. I don't know if they're doing vaccinations and stuff or what, but they're doing something.
Giving him that Pfizer.
I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they're doing something to him. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm sure the vets know what they're doing, though. I don't know. I'm not a vet. So anyway, adopt a cat, name Gritty. Message us on Instagram for more info.
Connor's plug of the week. I've got a cat. Do you want it? Take it.
I mean, like, if I had a bigger place, I would be saying let's keep him, but I don't.
You've already got 2.
I've already got
So you
2
can't
cats.
be-
Can't have 3 permanent cats. And
Well-
also, he's not allowed to be on the balcony, which... So, like, we have the balcony door open sometimes. We've got to make sure it's closed when we're not there.
Which is kind of annoying because you've trained your cats well.
Yeah, they like things.
So,
They like sitting on things.
yeah. Anyways,
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
ready to have a nap.